أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما آمين يا رب العالمين. Today we will learn about laysa, a very important verb in Arabic that helps us make negative jumla ismiya. We have many negative tools in Arabic language. They are called adwat al-nafi in Arabic. Like we have la, lamma, ma, lan, lam, in, laysa or laysat, naghaira. There are many of these tools. Today we are going to focus on this faile jamid, laysa. So what is laysa? First, we need to review that what is a faile tam and faile naqis. We have been doing the study of the surf in our surf studies in our nahu. We have been learning about jumla failure. We know that a verb that is in faile madi or faile mudare shows a complete jumla failure because that verb shows an action and the time. Because if we have a verb in faile madi, it shows the action and also the time because it is telling us the time. That is the faile madi. And also just like that, we have the faile mudare that can be used for two tenses, faile mudare and the future tense. So also they have their own pronouns. We know that when we conjugate a verb, it has many versions like hua here and huma, hum. Like um, there are different versions of verb. So this is a failure term because it is called a failure term because it shows a complete action and also the time, the hadas and the zaman. But in the other hand, we have the felinakis, like we have done the kana wa khwataha, in which we learn that they are felinakis because those types of verb, like they do not have the action. They just help give meaning and a different grammatical rule to the words after them. Like we know that for kana and akhwatuha, like kana they just change the mubtada and khabar into ism kana and khabar kana, and just like that, the other sisters of kana have the same purpose. So this is the review for the Freilitam, a verb, a complete that shows a complete action and the time, and also the Freilinakis. This is Freilitam and Freilinakis that does not have an action. So we have now Laysa. Laysa is used to negate Jumla Ismiya, and it can be translated as he is not and it is not. So what is Laysa? It is, you can say that it can be classified as a failinakis because it is also a defected verb because it does not denote a physical action, but it just functions like a particle that just assigns grammatical roles. Like it is going to work just like kana wa khwatuha. So it means Laysa means he's not and it is not. So as we learn that it is used to negate the nouns and the adjectives, like it can be used for the jumla ismiya, and it just works like not in English, like but only for jumla ismiya. As we know that we do not have the helping verbs like is, am, are, but we have laysa in Arabic language, and it can be translated as is not, am not, are not if we are going to conjugate its different forms. So, as we know that it has a pronoun and the time, but we know that it doesn't have any fail. That is why we are calling it a Felinakis. Just like Kana, we are going to have Ism Laysa and Khabar Laysa, and because it has no action, we are going to remember it as Felinakis. Also, one thing that we need to learn about it is that it is a jamid fail. That means it only has a fail madi form, means it does not have a present tense form or a fail amr form. It's just, you can say its usage is just restricted to the past tense. And that is why we call it a jamid verb. We know that if a verb is not jamid, then it is mushtaq. That means it has the derivatives. But we are calling Laysa a jamid verb because it has no present tense and it has no failure amr. And again, it can only be used in the past tense. But we know that even if it is jamid, we can still conjugate it with the attached pronouns. For example, like we have its versions like here lasta and laysu and laysat. Inshallah, we are going to see the table for this. So even though it is jamid, we can still conjugate it, but they all will be considered as the failure madi forms. As like kana wa akhwatuha, the pronoun attached to laysa is called the ism laysa and it will be always marfu. And the word that is coming after laysa is called the khabar laysa and it will always be mansoob. So we know that it has one thing that we need to remember is that laysa is fairly nakis. It is also a fairly jamid. We have a fairly madi form for this. We do not have a present tense form for laysa. We do not have a fairly amr for laysa. Also, we have the attached pronouns in laysa that are going to function as ism laysa, and also they are always going to be in the marfu state. Or after laysa, we have the we this after any conjugated form of laysa or laysa, we have a khabar of laysa, and that will be mansoob in the form. Then also we need to remember that just like kana wa khwatwa and also like the simple verbs that we have hua and here versions, we always look for an outside file. But here in for Lisa, we have the here and hua form, so they can have an outside ism. So we can have a ism of Lisa if we have the versions hua and here. Again, they will be in the state of marfu. Also, we can have a shibu jumla. We know that a shibu jumla can be a zarf fragment or we have a jar majur fragment. So they can uh, be like they can function or they can be like a mutalib bil khabar in the sentence if we have a laysa construction. So they are going this shibu jumla if we do not have a khabar, but if we have a jar majur fragment or a zarf, these two are called the shibu jumla. So if we have the shibu jumla, we can have a mutalib bil khabar in the sentence. And as mentioned that we can have an outside ism of laysa if we have the versions like hua and hiya forms. So these are the points that we need to remember for laysa. Now look at this simple sentence. We have this huwa talibun. Huwa talibun. He is a student. To simply negate this jumla failure, jumla ismiya, we know that this is mubtada and the khabar. Very simple jumla ismiya. To negate it simply, we need to put laysa in between them. Huwa laysa taliban. And as mentioned that we have the isim of laysa, that is damir mustada taqdiru huwa inside it, and also we have the khabar laysa that will be in the state of mansoob. So he is not like as mentioned that we do not have helping verbs in Arabic. We are going to have this laysa to use is not. So basically, it is just negating the sentence, and here we have he is not a student. So this is just simply laysa has been used here to negate a jumla ismiya. Huwa talibun, huwa laysa taliban. So we have this as khabar of laysa. So this is the chart, this is the table in which we have conjugated the forms of the lesa. They are all, you can say that, considered as faile madi because we do not have a faile mudare form, but the translation will be as like he is not, and we have then it is not, like this. So let's look at this chart where we have all these forms of lesa. So we have this laysa. This is we have then ism laysa damir mustatir tadbiru huwa. So this is he is not, or we can call it it is not. Then we have laysa. Ism laysa will be alif isnain. This will be alif isnain. Just like we have the charts for other verbs, we are going to have the ism of laysa. These are not file because it is we do not have any action for fail. So we are going to have the ism of laysa. So laysa, we have this ism laysa, alif isnain. Then we have laysu, ism laysa will be vowel jama. Here you can see this. We do not have a file because we have this laysa is fail. Instead, we are going to have an ism laysa. So ism laysa is here vowel jama. Then we have laysat. So she is not or it is not. So we can say ism laysa will be the mustatir taqdirhu here. Laysata, ism laysa alif isnain. We have here like they both female are not, you can translate it like this. We have lasna, we have now isim laysa nunun niswa. We have nunun niswa. So we can translate them as they all women are not. They all women are not. Then we have lasta, anta, lasta. Isim laysa is this ta file here. We can translate it as you are not. You single, you can say this male are not. We have lastuma isim laysa, this tal file here, and this is for the you can say for the dual to show this that this is jama. So we have isim laysa ta, and it can be translated as you two are not. Then we have lastum isim laysa here is ta again, and this meme is for the jama muzakkar to show that this is a jama word. We have lastum, we have isim laysa ta inside it, and then we have this one as can be translated as you all are not. Then we have lasti, anti, lasti, isim laysa ta here, ta file here again. Then we have now lastuma isim laysa ta again. Then we have lastunna and isim laysa ta here again. So they can be translated as here you female, you single female are not. Then we have you two female are not. Then we have lastunna, you all female are not. And because it is a failinake, so we do not have any action. We only have the helping verb and the negation form. Then we have lastu, I am not. Here isim laysa is ta again. Then we have lasna, we are not. Ism laysa is na. So this is these are all the conjugated form, although they are considered as the fi'l madi, but they are like you can say that they are translated as fi'l mudare. Now, one more thing that we are going to see is the ziyada alba fi khabar laysa. So, if we know that we have the ism laysa and we have the khabar laysa, but sometimes we do see after laysa with its khabar this ziyada ba, the addition of this ba. So it can be, you can see this bar attached with the khabar and it is going to make the khabar in the state of majroor. And what is the purpose of this bar? The purpose of this bar is that it just gives extra emphasis. And how we are going to know that? We are going to know that this is giving an extra emphasis when we are going to read the context or when we are going to read the tafsir, that why it is giving an extra emphasis. But this bar just show that there is something that has been emphasized in the sentence. So here you can see this sentence, alaysallahu bikafin abdahu, can see is not Allah, because here we see this Hamza, and this is Hamza istifham. So this is why here we see a question here. Is not Allah sufficient for his servant or the slave, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? So alaysallahu bikafin abdahu. Kafi. So here we see this tanween iwat, like it is, because we know that it is isim manqus kafis, and this tanween is used when we remove the ya. So bikafin abdahu, alaysallahu bikafin abdahu. So is not Allah sufficient for his servant? So here we see this bar, and it is giving an extra emphasis. We know that even though when we are going to read the context and everything, but before even just going into that much detail, we know that this bar is going to give an extra emphasis in the sentence. So here are the Arab. Alaysallahu bikafin abdahu. Is not Allah sufficient for his servant? Alaysa. So here we know that this is Hamza and it is harf istifham, and we have then laysa fi'li madi naqis. So we have this Allah lafzul jalala. We know that for here, we just learned that we have for huwa and here, we can have an outside ism, just like we have the outside doer for here and huwa version. So for laysa, we can have for huwa and here outside ism laysa. So here, this Allah Lafzul Jalala is Ism Laysa Marfu wa alamat rafi damma zahir ala akhirih. Here you can see these are this is the complete Arab. So Marfu, we know that this Dhamma is showing that this is the Marfu wa alamat rafi, and the sign of the Rafa is the Dhamma, and that is visible in the end. So this is Ism Laysa Marfu wa alamati rafi ad-Dhamma az-zahira ala akhirih. Bikafin is alba. This is harf jar zaid lit as I told you that this litakid means it is for extra emphasis, and kafin is isim majroor, lafzan mansoob, and mahallan. This is isim majroor lafzan and mansoob mahallan. So what does this mean? Isim majroor lafzan. We can see this lafzan. This is like you can see in the spelling. We do see that it is isim majroor because this is in the state of jar. Because of this harf jar ba zaid litakid, but why it is mansoob? Mansoob mahallan means the place is mansoob. We know that for laysa we have the ism laysa that is marfu, but the khabar laysa will always be in the state of mansoob. But because of this ba that is the zaid litakid, we see that this ism majroor, this ism mansoob that was the khabar of laysa is now changed into majroor. So we are going to put the i'rab like ism majroor lafzan, like this ism is majroor lafzan, like the spelling has this kasras because of this harf jar zaid litakid, but the place is mansoob mahallan. So the place is for this nasab state. So this is how you're going to put the i'rab. Ism majroor lafzan mansoob mahallan لأنه خبر ليس. And also we are going to add like this, as I told you, this is isim mankus, like kafi, like qadi. So here, this haraka muqaddara ala ya al mahsufa, and that is why we have this tanween iwad instead of that ya. So then abdahu is maf'ul bihi mansub wa alamat nasbihi al-fatha az-zahira. Here you can see this. Ala akhirihi wa ha'id damir muttasil mabni fi mahalli jar idafa. We know that any attached pronoun damir muttasil, when it is attached with the isim, we have the idafa construction isim, and it's here this mudaf mudaf ilayh construction. So these are the complete era for alaysa Allahu bikafin dahu. So we see that this is how simple jumla ismiya can be negated with laysa. So we have ism laysa, and then we have the khabar laysa. Now, in this case, we have the khabar laysa ism majroor lafzan mansoob mahallan, because this was a place for the mansoob. We know that the khabar of laysa is always mansoob. These are the other examples from Quran. Let's see now. Here we have the different types of laysa and its conjugations. Let's see here. We have وَأَنَّ اللَّهَ لَيْسَ بِظَلَّامٍ لِلْعَبِيدِ. So with this first one, and indeed Allah is never unjust to his servants, and because is never unjust, we know that for as we have been we learn in kana wa khawatuha that for Allah that has never been, we use has never been or has not been. So here also we are going to do it like this, so it will give the impression of infinity, like, and indeed Allah is never unjust to his servants. So وَأَنَّ اللَّهَ لَيْسَ بِظَلَّامٍ لِلْعَبِيدِ. So this is how we are going to this change this jumla ismiya into a negation form. So here we have this annallaha laysa bizalam ladhi, and now we know that this is harf tawkid wa nasab, and Allah lafzul jalala is ism of anna. We know that ism of anna is always mansub wa alamat nasbi al fatha al-zahira. Then we have laysa, this is fi'l madi naqis mabni al fath. You can say, and again, we see here, Bizallamil Abid. We know that this is the khabar of Laysa, but as this ba is used, and we know that this ba is the ba azaida, and this is for Tawqeed, that is why we can have like the era for Bizallamin, khabar Laysa, Majroor. We can say that it is Ism Majroor Lafzan, Mansoob Mahallan. Majroor lafzan and mansoob mahallan. And this is the khabar of laysa. And lilabid is jar majroor muta'alliq bil khabar. So this is how you can write the i'rab. The next one, then we have here is Laysa bi amaniyukum wala amaniyi ahlil kitabi. It is not by your wishes nor the wishes of the people of the book. So again, we have here Laysa fi'l madi naqis, and we know that here the sim Laysa is damir mustatir taqdiru huwa. Then again, we have this. We know that this is the khabar of Laysa, but again, this is ism majroor lafzan, but we can say that it is mansoob mahallan. So this is bi amaniyukum. We have niyukum. We have khabar laysa majroor bil ba al zaida here, and also this ba zaida is for tawkid. Then we have laysa bi kharijim minha. Again, we have another example with ba al zaida. So he is not one who will come out of it. So he's not one who will come out of it. This is how you're going to translate it. So he is not. Laysa, he is not, as we learn in the table that Laysa can be translated as he is not or it is not. So he is not. Bi kharijan, again, this part is for tawqeed. We have this the khabar of Laysa. The ism of Laysa is the Damir Mustatir Tadbiru Huwa, and we have Bikharijin as the khabar of Laysa Majroor Bilba Azada Litokid. We can say that it is Majroor Lafzan and Mansoob Mahallan. Then we have قال يا قوم ليس بي سفاهة. So we have now قال and يا قومي is munada, and we have then ليس, that is فعل ناقص, and B is jar wa majroor للتوكيد again, and we have سفاهة, we have خبر ليس, and this is the mansoob. Then we have again, and he said, "O people, there is no foolishness in me." So, Laysa bi safahatun. Laysa bi safahatun. So, we have this Laysa. damir mustatir taqdiru hua, but we have can have this as the outside ism because this is in the state of marfu. So laysa bi safa, there is no foolishness in me. Then we have again alaysa Allahu bikafin abdahu. Alaysa Allahu bikafin abdahu. We have this, we have already done this, that we have this again. Uh, we know that for laysa we have the min mustaqbilu huwa, but we can have an ism laysa outside. So this is the outside ism laysa. And we have this again khabar laysa that is majrur lafzan but mansub mahallan. We have other examples as well in which we have again this ba zaida. Here you can see alayhi sallahu bi azizin zintikam. Is Allah not mighty, owner of the retribution? So here you can see this alaysa fi'l madi here and with hamza istifham. And again we have the outside ism laysa, and we have bi azizan, this is khabar laysa majroor bilba litawkid. And as always, you can write it as ism majroor lafzan mansoob mahallan. We have the alaysa haza bil haqqi. So this is again, we have the hamza istifham, then we have laysa fa'il naqis, we have haza ism laysa marfu, but we know that it is mabni, that but we it can have the i'rab, but we do not see it, so it is mabni, and that is why we'll call it ism laysa marfu. And also bil haqqi we have khabar laysa that is majroor bil ba zaida litawkid. Then we have alaysa zalika biqadirin, biqadirin. Again, you see a khabar with ba tawkid. You can notice that how many ayat we have seen here as an example in which we do see the tawqid here. There is so much balagha behind all these ayat in which we just see this bazada because it is always so tawqid, and the context will tell us that how this is giving emphasis in the sentence. أليس ذلك بقادر على أن يحيي الموتى? Is not he able to give life to the dead? And this ba is giving us the emphasis like, is not he able to give life to the dead? Then we have alaysa Allahu bi ahkamil hakimin. Again, we have this, is Allah not the best of the judges? Again, emphasis has been put here. And we know that all these ba, zaida, litokid we see, they are giving extra emphasis in the sentence. So Allah Lafzul Jalala is the ism laysa marfu we see here. And then we have this ba litokid, and we have kamil hakmin, this fragment. We know that this is mudaf mudaf ilay, and this here we see it as with this ba, we see this mudafa, idafa construction here. We ahkamil hakimin, again putting emphasis in the sentence. Then we have now other forms of laysa. We see laysu sawan min ahlil kitabi. So here you see here laysa, this laysu sawan min ahlil kitabi. They are not, again, this is the hum version, they are not all alike among the people of the book. So here we see again this different form of laysa. This is laysu, they are not like, just like laysa, you are going to put the era for this. Fakal wakulna wakulna biha qauman laysu biha bikafirin. So here we see again laysu biha kafirin. We have interested in it to the people who are not disbelievers in it. So we see here Leisu again. We have entrusted it to the people who are not Leisu. They are not believers in it. So here, disbelievers in it. So we have now Leisu, the other form of Leisa. This is the home version. Then we have وَلَا تَقُولُوا لِمَنْ أَلْقَى إِلَيْكُمُ السَّلَامَ لَسْتَ مُؤْمِنًا. Then we have this lasta here. You see, this is again فعل ماضي مبني على الفتح here, مبني على السكون here لاتصاله. You can say بضمير رفع متحرك. So we this is how we are going to um, put the i'rab for this. So we know that this is damir rafa and this is the marfus. We know that all these pronouns are going to be marfu. So answer this ta is damir muttasil. We can say, and this will be the isim of laysa. Then we have mu'minan, we have this as khabar of laysa and it is mansoob. So these are all the examples. Alastu bi rabbikum. Again, we see here this hamza as harf istifham, and lastu is fi'l madi mabni al sukun. We know that because it is litisalihi, because it is attached with bidamir rafa mutaharrik, and as we have seen in this table that we have the damir mustatir huwa and here, but all these pronouns are going to be the isim of laysa. So we have this damir muttasil mabni ala dam fi mahalli rafa, isim of laysa. Here we have this lastu isim laysa ta, and the complete i'rab will be this ta damir muttasil mabni ala dam. We know that this is to see here dama, and fi mahalli rafa because it is in the place of the ism of Laysa. So we are going to say fi mahalli rafa ism Laysa, or you can simply call it the ism Laysa. And if you do want to put the full Arab, you are going to write damir muttasil mabni ala dam fi mahalli rafa ism Laysa. And we have now this here birabbikum again. This is ba harf jar zaid litawkid. That is why we are going to have the khabar of laysa ism majrur lafzan and mansoob mahallan birabbi. But we know that this is the idafa construction damir. This is mudaf ilay rabbikum. Damir muttasil with this ism creates an idafa. So mudaf ilay, this whole fragment, this idafa fragment will be the ism majrur for this harf tawkid ba, and it will be ism majrur lafzan and mansoob mahallan. Also, this is going to be the khabar of laysa. So these are the Arab, and again we have few more examples. Lastum. Now we have antum, lastum. You all are not. Antum, lastum. You all are not ala shayin hatta tuqimu tawrata wal injil. You are no on nothing until you uphold the Torah and the Injil. So we have this another form of laysa. This is antum lastum. Then ya nisa an nabiyyi lastunna hunna lastunna ka ahadim minan nisa'i. O wives of the Prophet, you are not. Antunna lastunna. You are not. You all women are not like other women. So we have this form of uh, laysa. O wives of the Prophet, you are not like other women. So we have this Antunna form of Laysa. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. So these are the examples for Laysa. So we learn that Laysa can mean is not, am not, are not, as you can see in all these examples. And it can only be used in Jumla Ismiya. Also, we do not have helping verbs in Arabic, so we have laysa for that, and that can be translated as is not, am not, are not. They are all the different conjugations of laysa. And also, we know that laysa is a fail in our case because it has no action, And also it is fairly jamid because it has only one form, that is the fairly madi. It does not have any fairly mudare, it does not have fairly the fairly amr. Also, it gives grammatical roles to the words after it, like we have the ism laysa, we have the khabar laysa. If we have the ba zaida lit so that khabar will be lafzan, majroor lafzan, but mansoob mahallan, because that place is for the mansoob khabar. Then also we learn that uh, Lisa can only appear in the present tense form, and it has different conjugations. We learn about the different conjugations, and we also saw different examples. We learned different examples from the Quran in which different uh, forms has been used for Lisa here, Laysu, and then Lasta, then we have Lastum, then we have Lastunna. So you see, these all forms have appeared in the Quran. Also, these all these pronouns that are attached to Laysa are the Ism Laysa, and they are not the file of Laysa, because Laysa doesn't have any action, so it cannot have it doesn't have any fail, so it does not have any file. So also one thing that we need to remember is that Ism Laysa is always marfu. So this is marfu, this is marfu, this is wal jama marfu, and we have the mim musaddad biru huwa, ism laysa here, and this is marfu. So these all these pronouns that are the ism laysa, they are considered marfu. And also, if we have huwa in here, you can have an ism laysa outside. So, and the first word that will be in the marfu state, that will be the ism laysa. So the word after laysa, if it is not in the state of Rafa, that will be the Khabar Laysa. But if you see an ism that is in the state of Marfu, and if it is the Laysa is in the versions of Huwa and Hiya, that will be the ism of Laysa. So these are all the points that you need to remember. Also, uh, if we do not have a khabar, so and we if we have a shibu jumla, like if as a fragment or a jar majur fragment, so that will be the mutalik bil khabar of that laysa. Also, like huwa and here forms, the ism may appear after the verb, and it will be considered marfu. Also, we learn about this ba zaida that will make the khabar, it's a majrur lafzan but mansoob mahallan. So any sentence that is negated by laysa will be counted as jumla ismiya. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, this is all about laysa and its conjugation, its different forms. Uh, Inshallah, I'll see you in the next session with some other important word that and that will be inshallah, mm, that is going to benefit us a lot. So barakallahu li wa lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.